Okay folks, we are in the Micronesian Mall. We are with MJ and Tommy. She's gonna be coming in to get some applications. Hey there, how you doing, Mike? Look at Mike. How are you? Did you get a phone yet? Did you get a tablet? So in the past I got Mike a phone and a tablet, and some people took advantage of him and they traded for things I was not happy about. How are you doing, Mike? What are you doing here? Are you a family? Oh, who are you with? By yourself? Okay, so a little bit about Mike. Mike's homeless and he's kind of mute. He doesn't speak much. What? You want to go to the movies? Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm busy right now. I'm doing an interview. But next time, okay? But I can spare you a few bucks. Okay, cut. I don't like showing you giving money.
Hi, can I pick up an application, please? I was told I can actually get it right here. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be back.
So with the online applications, she already pretty much did those. So now she's doing the physical application. She's trying to get all fields covered. These right here, anything that deals with food, she needs a health certificate. So that's what we're gonna do Monday. We're gonna drive to the legislature and get her health certificate. Burger King is out of applications. So we're just gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so these guys are not hiring. So MJ's gonna start filling out the applications. Tommy has a job. Where do you have a job at? JL Baker. He's a loader. But the only thing is he works only once a week, and so he's gonna try to get another job that will give him more days. Okay, so this is like her third application right now. She's moving along. She did all the online applications already before today, and that's how she found out she was gonna need a health certificate.
All right, let's go.
Okay, she's ready. She filled it all out. We're gonna go turn it in now.
All right, thank you.
Hello. Thank you.
The phone number is actually on the application list now.
Okay. Good, great. Thanks.
Hi, I was wanting to get this to your manager.
I can just say it. And I'll just give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
And that's it, right?
That's all the applications.
Okay, so she filled in several applications. Those that were physical applications, because today most applications is done online, and like I said earlier, she got those taken care of, but she needs to get her health certificate. And so tomorrow or Monday I want to give them a ride so they can go get that. And I believe she's gonna also need a police clearance. Okay, so from what I gathered was that MJ and Tommy were living in Texas, and MJ wanted to meet her dad. So she flew to Guam and she stayed with her dad for a couple months, and she did not get along with one of the person in the house. They got into an argument or a fight, and MJ just didn't want to put up with the drama, so she left. And the story to this is that the person that MJ didn't get along with was Tommy's sister, whom didn't want Tommy to leave, but it was Tommy's decision. He wanted to leave, but MJ got the blame for it, and that's how this all came about. And so MJ, I don't blame her. If I'm in a house and there's constant drama, I'm gonna leave too. I'm not gonna stick around for more trouble. So that's her story. So MJ left and Tommy followed her, as he should, because he's the man. You have to follow your woman. And so now they're on the streets right now. And what makes them special, this couple, is that I told you guys in the past, I wasn't trying to hide nothing. I told you guys the way it is, the real deal, scoop, the truth and everything. And was that over 90% of the homeless on Guam uses drugs. It's a known fact. It's true. I've been out there. I've seen it. So what makes MJ special, what makes Tommy special, is that I know for a fact, and I'm vouching for them as Planet Guam. They do not use ice. They are amongst the 8% or 7% of the homeless that do not use ice. They were just put in this predicament, unforeseen predicament. And MJ didn't come to Guam thinking that, yes, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to get into a big fight with what's her name and end up in the street. None of that was planned. She came here just to see the dad, to meet her dad. Was it for the first time? To meet the dad for the first time, and then all this drama came about, and she doesn't really have too much support out here because most of her family's in the mainland. And so this is how she ended up on the street. So right now before I even conducted this interview, she was already on her own doing a garage sale. I seen her, and I was happy for her that she was trying to make progress. And I seen how much she didn't want to be in this predicament. She didn't want to be homeless, so she was making efforts. The garage sale, and then yes, she did panhandle because she had no choice. So she did it on her own initiative, and she got some feedback, but she needed a health certificate. That's where that health certificate is kind of holding things back. As for Tommy, he's still waiting. He hopefully they're gonna hire him at what's that, bread bar? Hopefully they can hire him at bread bar. He does work right now. Where do you work?
J.L. Baker.
But the only thing with J.L. Baker is that he only works once a week. And
Every Monday.
And that's not enough. He needs to make more, so now he's getting another job. So right now, yes, they are homeless, temporarily homeless, because people like them who's not on drugs, they don't become homeless forever. They get on their feet, because drugs, ice, the hard drugs, that will keep you homeless. That will put you on the street. But I can't see them on the street for too long, because eventually they're gonna get out of this. So I'm just asking you guys out there who's seeing this video, please try to help them out. If we don't help them, this is how people turn to prostitution. This is how people turn to crime. I don't want Tommy to become a drug dealer or to be breaking into cars and stealing and stuff. I don't want MJ to turn to prostitution or wheeling or dealing or none of that. So folks, let's help these people out. Yes, they fell in hard times. They're in a predicament that they had no idea was about to happen, but it did. Interviewed them, I talked to them, I got to know them, and I'm vouching for them right now. They do not use drugs, so please help them out as much as you can. We're trying to figure out a place to where you guys can donate things for them. Maybe a bicycle that'll help MJ and Tommy go to work. Maybe a moped, a scooter, or whatever. Some clothing. What else do you need right now? A power bank, right?
Power bank, another cell phone for him so that he can be able to have contact me while we're both at work. What else? Maybe some hygiene. He did actually get a bunch of his shoes stolen as well, so all he has is a pair of Crocs.
So remember, folks, these two right now, they're living in a homeless camp where things do get stolen, and I'm trying to get them out of there. I don't want them in there. I already told them I want them to at least get their little place so they can go home and they can keep their belongings without getting stolen or them taking advantage. And another thing you guys probably don't know, that Tommy is Jessilyn's brother, and that's the only reason he's there, because that's the only family he has. Excuse the airplanes flying by. How much is it gonna cost to get both of you back to the mainland?
For both of us, if I get it on Priceline, which is the online app, it'll be $1,510 one way for one person. So about $3,020.
Like I said, Tommy is Jessilyn's youngest brother, and so this is the reason why Tommy and MJ is there, because they don't have much family in Guam, and Jessilyn and Julian is family. But me, I want them to get their own place. I mean, apartment would be ideal, but even a land to where they can build a little shack to just get away from that area would be good, because I don't like them staying around all that trash and around people that use and people that are involved in crime. I'm not trying to put down the camp. I'm just telling it like it is, okay? I'm not saying who uses drugs or what person is doing this or that. All I'm saying is that this couple right here, MJ and Tommy, they need to get out of that area. They need to get a much better place. And with that kind of environment, who knows? We're gonna probably lose them to drugs in a month or two. So it's really important that they get out of that area. So if anybody out there is willing to help out, just not be around that environment 24/7. Anyways, I'm trying to find a location to where you can go donate to Tommy or MJ. MJ, as of now, while she's trying to get a job, she is on the street. I see her out there. So if you see her, please donate to her. I promise you it's not gonna go to drugs, because they don't use drugs. I know people that use drugs and they don't. So I can vouch for that. So any money you give them, any item you donate, I can guarantee right now will not be going to ICE. These are people that we need to help. I thank you guys out there for helping the homeless and the poor. I thank you very much. That is very much appreciated. This couple right here, they deserve it more than most. I'm just gonna be straight up. They're just trying to get their lives back. They're trying to get back to the mainland. You know, your experience in Guam wasn't so good. Do you regret coming to see your dad?
I don't regret coming to see my dad, because it was the first time that I actually got to meet my biological father. If I would have known this was going to happen, I never would have actually saved up $3,000 to come over here. I would have just stayed over in the mainland.
Okay.
But even though my mom was talking so much trash about my dad, I didn't want to believe it.
Because he's your dad.
I wanted to experience it for myself.
So you still love your dad?
I still love my dad, no doubt, but it's just maybe everything that my mom did tell me before she passed away about my dad was actually true. And it looks like I had to see it for myself.
Okay, so there's no regret there. You're glad you saw it for yourself.
I am glad I met my dad. I'm glad I saw for myself the true colors, and now it's time for me to go.
Okay, so your life on Guam wasn't too pleasant?
No, I'd rather go back to San Antonio, where I was raised by my mother.
Okay. So there you guys go. You got the inside scoop. And could you say in camera straight up that you don't use ice?
And there's one thing I do not do. I will never in my life, since I was a little girl or to the day I die, ever touch brown or any type of hardcore drugs.
Okay, how about you, Tommy?
The thing I smoke is just weed. I don't touch the other stuff.
You don't do no hard drugs. And folks, I can confirm this because I've been around them and I know what tweakers are like and I know what they will do. And these two are not like that. They will not just do anything. They don't care about this stuff. Is there anything you would like to say out there? Anything?
We would actually like to thank you in advance for everything you plan on doing or any donations you plan on giving out. If anything else, we would actually want to thank you for helping us try to get back to the mainland. We do appreciate and greatly appreciate everything, and God bless.
Okay, so we are at the legislature's building. We're here for two reasons. One is to get her health certificate so she can get a job, and for Tommy to get his TB clearance. Department of Health, Division of Environmental Health. And here we are.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Where did Jessilyn go?
Outside, probably by the car.
Went to Panhandle.
No radio. 7-14-25. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm trying to do exactly what they're actually doing. You cannot get your health certificate without your TB test.
He needs to go to GAPC to get his TB test and have them fill it out and then bring it back over here. Pay the $25 to get the health certificate.
I'm kidding. A lot of places they can do TB tests. There's a hospital.
So we are at GAPC, and what are we here for? So Tommy's gonna get his TB test here in order to get his own health certificate. And how much does it cost?
$20.
$20. So $20 for the TB test and $20 for the health certificate.
25 for his health certificate.
So altogether, these guys are gonna cost $80.
Sabi ko lang, Brenda, that is asking for handicap something.
So could you tell us how the process goes now?
So basically the process is you have to go to the legislator building, get the form to get your TB test done. Then you bring it here, pay $20 to get that filled out, get your TB test, come back 2 days later. Once you come back 2 days later, get the reading, they fill out the form for you that you got from the legislator building. If it's negative, then you take the paper back to the legislator building, pay another $25, and then you get your temporary health certificate. Once you get your temporary health certificate, they're going to set you a day when you have to go back to the legislator building to go to your training class. Once you pass your training class, then you get your permanent health certificate, and you won't have to worry about renewing it.
And how much is this gonna cost per person for everything?
The health certificate is going to be a $25 fee. If you miss the class and you try to renew it, it's only $20. But the first health certificate is only going to be $25. Your TB test is going to be an actual $20. So when we come back here tomorrow, you're going to have to pay $20, get the TB test, come back on Friday, get the reading. Go, and then once you get the reading, we're gonna have to go to the legislator building, pay another $25, and get your temporary health certificate. They're gonna set you a day for a class and a time. You go to that class, you pass the training, you get your permanent health certificate.
So you gotta go through all this to get a job?
You have to go through all of this in order to actually be hired at a job.
Wow. Okay.
Anything that has to do with food.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go through all this process in order to even get your health certificate.
Actually, we can do it right now, but not with what's the name with behind us. This is too much drama for me. I mean,
We can do it right now if you want.
look at that behind you, and then I'm gonna pay for this, and she's behind us, and oh
Okay,
no.
you need to ask him, do you want to get it done so that you can come back on Wednesday and get the reading?
So next time, just please do not bring.
Okay,
Do
so we're going to
not.
go ahead and are we going to go ahead and do it today?
Not with this one behind us.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do it tomorrow.